नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो। Myself, JVN Dr. Hemant Vyas, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Surgery, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we are going to discuss about part 2 of the thyroid disorders. And today we are going to discuss about hyperfunctioning of the thyroid gland and the disorders which are related to hyperfunctioning of the thyroid gland. So, hypothyroidism and diseases related to it are Hashimoto's thyroiditis, cretinism, myxedema, postpartum thyroiditis, subacute thyroiditis, and sick euthyroidism. So let's begin with the hypothyroidism. This is insufficiency of the synthesis of the thyroid hormones. It is most commonly seen in females, and the female is to male ratio is 6:1. The causes include Hashimoto's thyroiditis, thyroid failure following radioiodine, surgical treatment of thyrotoxicosis, and drugs like carbamazole, amiodarone, iodine deficiency. These are the causes of the hypothyroidism. उसके बाद में हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म के दो टाइप्स हैं. एक है प्राइमरी हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म जो कि प्रोड्यूस होता है ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर की वजह से, एंड इन दिस थायराइड कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस अमाउंट ऑफ हार्मोन्स ऑफ पिट्यूटरी कॉल्स फॉर. यानी पिट्यूटरी से जितना सिग्नल भेजा जाता है उतना थायराइड हार्मोन इतना थायराइड हार्मोन थायराइड ग्लैंड नहीं बना पाती. इसको ही हम प्राइमरी हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म कहते हैं. सेकेंडरी हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म in which thyroid isn't being stimulated by pituitary to produce hormones. यानी कि पिट्यूटरी से ही सिग्नल नहीं आ रहा है थायराइड ग्लैंड को थायराइड हार्मोन बनाने के लिए. सो दिस इज सेकेंडरी हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म. देन सिम्टम्स ऑफ हाइपोथायरॉयडिज्म इंक्लूड सबसे पहले माइंड से रिलेटेड सिम्टम विच इज़ डिप्रेशन, देन फॉरगेटफुलनेस, ये भी हमको ये माइंड से रिलेटेड सिम्टम मिलेंगे. देन कमिंग टू फेस, लॉस ऑफ आईब्रोज, हेयर विल बी सीन. देन ड्राई कोर्स हेयर एंड पफी फेस आर दी important symptoms of hypothyroidism. Enlargement of thyroid gland, that is goiter, can be seen. Slow heart rate, weight gain, and constipation, these are also important symptoms. The skin becomes dry. There are arthritis and brittle nails. Heavy menstrual period can be seen, and infertility. These are the symptoms of hypothyroidism. Then let's see Hashimoto's thyroiditis. It was first described by Hakuru Hashimoto. That's why the name of the disease is given from the scientist or the doctor who have described this disease. So this is primary condition of hypothyroidism, and it is a autoimmune disorder. The signs and symptoms include weight gain, enlarged thyroid gland, depression, sensitivity to heat and cold, fatigue, hypoglycemia, and increased cholesterol levels. The diagnosis is made with the help of serum T3 and T4 levels, presence of TPO antibodies, and positive ANF. Then treatment include thyroxine therapy, levothyroxine. This is the drug of choice. Helps in both hypothyroidism and goiter shrinkage. Then cretinism. This is hypothyroidism since birth. Thyroxine is essential for growth and development of brain during the first 3 years. Earlier onset is very fatal for the brain health, and it causes greater brain damage. Then causes include congenital developmental defects, radioiodine, surgery, post radiation, iodine deficiency, drug induced Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and recurrent hypothyroidism. Signs and symptoms include dry and cool mottled skin, hoarse cry, broad flat nose and puffy face, protuberant abdomen, umbilical hernia, hypotonia, large posterior fontanelle, lethargy, delayed stooling, and poor feeding, sucking. Patient or the child is cold to touch, delayed dentition, and mental retardation. These are the signs of cretinism. The child may look like this. Management include, first investigation, we have to go for T4 and TSH level from cord blood, serum T4 and TSH, X-ray of knee, foot and skull. Treatment, medication, levothyroxine, initial dose of 10 to 15 mcg per kg per dl. Diet include iodine rich food and proper follow-ups should be maintained for the better management of the patient. Then next disease is myxedema, severe hypothyroidism in which there is accumulation of hydrophilic mucopolysaccharide in the skin and other tissues is called as myxedema. I again repeat, severe hypothyroidism in which there is accumulation of hydrophilic mucopolysaccharides in the skin and other tissues. This is common in women and it has two variants, hypothyroidism myxedema and hyperthyroidism myxedema. The causes include increased deposition of glycosamine glycans and Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So these are, here we can see the accumulation of mucopolysaccharides in the leg, and these are the changes in eyes. Then next disorder is myxedema coma. This is uncommon but life-threatening form of untreated hypothyroidism with physiological decompensation. It occurs in patients with long-standing hypothyroidism, precipitated by a climate-induced hypothermia, infection, drug therapy, and other systemic conditions. The symptoms are lethargy, stupor, delirium, hypotension, convulsions, hypoglycemia, hyponatremia, hypoventilation, and coma. Investigations, free T4 and TSH, T3 and T4 level are decreased and TSH are elevated or normal. Serum electrolyte and serum osmolality, serum creatinine, serum glucose, differential blood count, and pan culture for sepsis are to be suggested to the patient. The treatment include hyperventilation if respiratory acidosis is significant, immediate intravenous levothyroxine should be given, loading dose of 500 to 800 mcg followed by 50 to 100 mcg daily should be given. Hydrocortisone 5 to 10 mg per hour. Treatment of associated infection should be given to the patient. Correction of hyponatremia with saline and correction of hypoglycemia with IV dextrose should be carried out. Then thyroid tests like T3, T4, TSH level should be recommended. Presence of TPO antibodies, thyroid scan and thyroid uptake test should be suggested to the patient. Thyroidectomy may be required in the course of treatment and the surgical removal of all or part of the gland is called as thyroidectomy. Indication, thyroid carcinoma, hyperthyroidism, very enlarged thyroid and symptomatic obstructions. So that's it. Complications, hypothyroidism, laryngeal nerve injury, hypoparathyroidism, infection, chyle leak and surgical scars. So a self-assessment of thyroid gland is necessary for earlier detection of thyroid disorders. So that's it from the today's presentation. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you very much.